Being a man, there are very many stereotypes that I have either encountered or heard of. Men shouldn't show emotions.
Men are human beings. They have feelings. They can't show emotions. I disagree with that one. I have a good one. Men don't cry.
I think it is okay to cry.
What's up, good people? My name is Philip, and I am with
Japhet.
Yes, and today, in the spirit of the Men's Mental Health Month, we are going to talk about some of the stereotypes that men face. So, what do you have in mind?
A lot actually. Because being a man, there are very many stereotypes that I have either encountered or heard of. However, for today, I've just picked a few of which I'd like to understand or get your reaction on them.
Sure.
To begin with, men shouldn't show emotions. How do you feel about that?
That's a good one. Men are human beings. They have feelings. They can't show emotions. I disagree with that one. Yeah.
I hear you when you say that men have feelings. But now looking into a different stereotype is looking into how men are supposed to be strong. Like yes, you can have feelings. Yes, you do have emotions, but the society also expects you to be strong, and on top of that is being able to be tough. How does that play into the emotions that men carry?
I think strength is facing your emotions head on. It's knowing this is how I'm feeling and I can express it in a healthy way. That to me is strength. So if that's what strength is supposed to mean, then I'm all for it. But if that's not what they mean, no, I disagree with that.
So what I'm getting is that it's all about how you're expressing this strength.
Yes.
It's being able to address the feeling and the emotion at that point.
That is strength.
Okay.
I have a good one. Men don't cry. What do you think about that one?
Not gonna lie, that's one thing I personally have had to deal with, especially looking into grief. That's something that is said, especially when young men and men in general lose people who are close to them. We see very many individuals of the family being able to release, but then as a young man, you're told to silie. I think it is okay to cry. It is okay to precisely express yourself in that way. Because at the end of the day, it is a true emotion, it is a true feeling that you are feeling. Loss and grief is heavy. It could be even a job loss. It's okay to reach a point where you're like, yeah, at this point, sometimes you can't do anything, you can't yell, you can't go into the break rooms, the rooms where you have things just to break. Probably that at that point in time you just need a good cry. It goes back into the understanding of strength, and sometimes I think that's where the problem comes in, because you've spoken about strength. There is the notion that men's strength is in fact violence, is in fact being in a space where you're aggressive. Yeah, you're precisely that.
And nonchalant.
And, and nonchalant. But you see, when we're looking at that strength, coming into now, my question is, okay, I'm not allowed to cry, so to speak. But then I'm not generally a violent person. But then there's the understanding that men are violent and men are aggressive. What is your take on that?
I believe the average man is a law-abiding citizen. There are outliers, and it goes back to what we were talking about in expressing our emotions. Some people choose to express their emotions in a negative way. Yeah, and we are trying to learn as men to express ourselves in positive ways because we do not want in our expression to hurt other people. Yeah, so if we can express ourselves in positive ways as law-abiding citizen, that is strength for me. Yeah, so I do not believe that men are violent. I do not believe that that's the only way they can express themselves. I believe that they have other ways, other beautiful ways to express themselves. Yeah.
What I'm picking is that if I chose to cry, that's not necessarily me being weak. It's just me expressing myself. And that me being violent is not just me expressing myself, is me committing crimes. That there's a difference between positive and negative ways of expressing.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay. Looking into another stereotype. Now, this one actually I got from a friend who told me that men only want sex and not emotional intimacy. So, what would you say to that girl, my friend?
I think the intentions are not tied to a specific gender. I believe the intentions that that guy had shows who he is as an individual and not who every man is. Yeah. So let's judge someone by their character and not their gender or their sex. Yeah. And I'm curious to know how you responded to that.
So I believe that you see, as we said earlier, men actually do feel and men have emotions.
Yeah, for sure.
So what I told my friend is what you said, that in the point at which you are engaging with a man, and from the get-go they don't have that. They don't express themselves emotionally. They're not trying to figure you out. They're not trying to. They don't even see a future with you. But you're continuing engaging in the lines of sex, then that is what you will get. But if you are able to have a genuine, open conversation where this man is able to express himself to you, even as you're building the relationship, being able to, figure him out. What are his intentions? Where does he want to go? At the end of the day, if now for my friend, if she continued, because what she did was build this relationship entirely on the sexual aspect, which the man presented as, which is something she could have challenged. And like you said, it's an individual. So for this guy, that was his goal. And unfortunate, but there are men like that. And it's easy to distinguish men like that from other men who actually care. Because a man who actually cares, like I said, would have a visualization of your future, would have a visualization of him providing for you, of him being there to support you in the future in one way or another, because he has a really understanding of relationship with you. And also looking into that is what help did he need? And when y'all were talking and trying to get to know each other, what did he share some of his challenges? Which now brings me to what she said. Another thing is that he didn't need support. Alikuwa sawa venye yako. And which he asked, aren't all men the same? Don't all men see wako sawa venye wako? Do they really need support? What are your thoughts on that, actually?
Yes, I believe that men do need support. It can be, it's nuanced though, because you do not want the same type of support that I want. Yeah, we might go through the same thing, but the type of support you need is very different from what I want. So it's important to get to know before you offer this support, what support is this man looking for? Yeah. So, but I believe every man wants to be held down, held up when they are down. They want someone in their corner. They want someone to talk to. They want someone to listen to them. Yeah. It depends on the specific individual. So yeah, we cannot do it on our own. We are social creatures at the end of the day. We do need support. Yeah. So, parting shot.
Um, there are very many ways to misunderstand men, but it is easier to just have a conversation with a man. Try and figure him out. Like you said, there are very many things that work for very many men, but at the same time, men are are individuals in themselves, and as such make individual choices. So figure out the man that you're dealing with. That would be my parting shot. What of you?
My parting shot for men is you're a man out there. You have gone through some of these things we've talked about. You have faced some of these stereotypes. It's time to unlearn. It's time to relearn new things. It's time to understand yourself and how you express your emotions, and that it's okay to do that. Yeah. So do not hold it inside. Do not express your emotions the way the society told you or the way other men taught you how to do it. Yeah, you can do it in the way you see fit, as long as it's positive and it doesn't bring any other person down. Yeah. So to men.